Hi Grasshoppers, Master C here. Got a little bit of a special class for you today. We'll be doing a little bit of outdoor training, or unless it starts raining on us on this Memorial Day. So you'll need a tree. So come this way, I kind of want to show you some things that might make a really good training tree for you today. I've picked this one out. I'm looking for a branch that's nice and horizontal, that's a little bit lower or a little shorter than I am, because I'm going to be using this for kind of like squatting under as we work some of our different drills, because we will be using these trees for some hand technique drills as well as some kicking drills. If you come back down this way, if you notice your branch has like little branches coming off of it that are kind of in the way, then you can kind of have your people help you prune those back. I've kind of cleared this branch all the way down so that I don't have all these little tiny branches kind of sticking out in my way. So having said those things, we'll do a quick bow in. We'll do our tree training, and then I have a little bit of a story to kind of read to you guys today. So it should be a pretty fun time. So face this way, guys. Together. Kunyat. Awesome. If you are watching this inside, as of course many people do, then you can watch this, take some of the ideas, and then you can go outside and use it. Or if you just want to take your iPad outside, watch a little bit and work it into the tree, that'll be great. So find yourselves a tree, and I'll see you right back here in a second. All right, guys. First round for our drill. And by the way, if you don't have a tree that works great in your backyard, you can look at, a local park or something like that, if it's open, or you can have one of your people at home use a noodle, and that can kind of be your tree branch. It doesn't have to be a tree. It's just kind of nice to do some training outside sometimes. So first one, we're going to work some inside blocks, and we're going to work some palm strikes. All right. The idea here, so come on close for a second. Whenever I do my inside block, I'm actually going to touch my tree branch on the thumb side of my hand. So I'm not smashing it really hard because the tree is pretty hard, right? I don't want to damage my arm. I certainly don't want to hurt my tree friend here. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to do an inside block on one side of the branch. Keep good posture while I squat under. Inside block on the other side. Then I'm going to slide in close, kind of the trunk of the tree. And I'm going to do 2 palm strikes. 1, 2. I want to make sure that I'm hitting mostly with the palm, like the kind of palm heel of my hand, as opposed to touching with my fingers. I don't want to press on the tree. Okay, so when I'm working this one again, I'm going to do an inside block, squat under, inside, slide in, palm, palm. Come on back, watching my head, inside, inside, palm, palm. Inside, inside, palm, palm. This is going to be our first drill. So you can pause the video in a second here. I want you to work that, 10 reps. So it'll be 10 times of inside, inside, palm, palm. That would be 1. You would do it 10 times. I'll see you back here in a moment. Good job, guys, with round 1. Working on round 2 here. It's really common that students get confused between inside blocks and an outside block. So this tree branch is going to help us with that. Whenever you do an inside block, like we did in the first round, again, you'll be striking on the thumb side of your wrist. Boom. If I was going to be doing an outside block, I would be blocking on the pinky side of my wrist. Okay, so now there's actually an object that I'm hitting. I can get a really good sense of that. So I'm going to keep my palm strikes, I'm going to keep my inside blocks, but I'm going to add in those outside blocks as well. So I'm going to be on one side of the branch, inside with one hand, outside with the other, squat under, inside one hand, outside with the other, sliding close to the trunk, palm, palm. Coming back, inside, outside, inside, outside, palm, palm. Good. Now, I demonstrated inside one hand, outside the other hand. It wouldn't be horrible if it was inside, outside, inside, outside. All of these variations are good, right? So feel free to work the one I demonstrated, or if you want to do the same hand twice in a row, that's okay too, right? 10 total reps, and then I'll see you back here. One more demonstration of what a rep is. Inside, outside, inside, outside, palm, palm. Awesome, guys. I'll see you right back here. right, guys, next combination, we're gonna be working high blocks and punches, okay? So when I do my high block, if I'm kind of on this side of the branch, I'm gonna high block with my hand that's closest to it. So I'm loading at my opposite hip, boom, high block. Notice I'm kind of in a horse stance here, right? I'm gonna slide over the other side, load my opposite hand, boom, high block again. So when I do my rep, one on one side, one on the other, sliding close to the trunk of the tree, I'm gonna make good fists, thumbs coming across 2 fingers, and when I punch, I wanna hit with these first 2 knuckles. Now, this tree is pretty hard, right? So I don't wanna go smashing on it. I'm gonna stay gentle, one hand, other hand. Coming right back, high block, slide in, punch, punch. High block, punch, punch. Good. So, 10 reps, guys. I'll see you right back here for the next round. Great job, guys. Good. We can say goodbye to our first tree friend, and now we're gonna be looking for another tree. I want a tree that's much more vertical, with way less branches kind of sticking out to the sides. So thank you, Mr. Tree. You were really good for a few rounds, but I'm looking for one of your friends now. So I'm coming over here. Aha, pine tree. Good choice. Nice, straight, no branches to smack me in the face this time. So we're gonna be working a little bit of kicking here, guys. So I'll give you a second to find a friendly pine tree like this, or just another tree that doesn't have horizontal limbs sticking out, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. All right, so you have your tree, right? I got mine. We're gonna be doing some kicking skills, and we're gonna start off with front kicks, okay? So couple things that I wanna try to work on here. I wanna work on quality technique, and I wanna work on my distancing, okay? So a lot of students develop a good kick technique, but then when it's time to apply it to actually hitting something, they struggle to find the proper distance. They may find themselves too close or a little too far to reach it, so we wanna find just the right distance. And here's how you do it. I wanna be about the distance that my leg is, okay? So I wanna be able to fully extend my leg and be touching the tree. Now I am wearing shoes, so I'm doing my best to try to hit with the ball on my foot. Since again, we're starting with front kicks, I don't want my foot flat on the tree. I'm not just hitting with a toe, right? I'm trying to get the ball of my foot on that tree each time, okay? So here's the trick. I'm gonna have my hands up. I'm gonna do 2 kicks with each leg, and I'm gonna try not to put my foot down. So my hands are up, 1, 2, set it down, other leg, 1, 2, good. I would move around the tree a little bit if I wanted to. Ground could be a little uneven like it happens to be for me here. 1, 2, again, only putting it down after the second one. 1, 2, putting it down. So 10 reps, guys, with 2 kicks on each leg. So again, 1 rep is just gonna be just like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll be 1 rep. You guys will do 10, and I'll see you right back here in a second. All right, guys, second round for kicking, we are gonna be working on side kick. So when I do this one, I'm going to turn my body sideways so my shoulder's pointed right at the tree. Again, I wanna get my distance right. I don't wanna be so close that I'm jammed when I'm hitting, and I don't wanna be so far away that I can't reach it. Ideally, my distance would be such that my leg can fully extend and I'm touching the tree, okay? So hands are up. Now here's the trick. I'm doing 2 side kicks, and I'm gonna do my best to let my knee of my kicking leg, the one that's closest to the tree, will be kicking. After I kick, I want my knee to come back and touch my hand. Now notice I said I want my knee to touch my hand. I don't want my hand to touch my knee. The idea is I want to train myself to have a really good reload. So I'm gonna pick my foot up, knee up nice and high, extend for the side kick. Then I'm gonna bring my knee back to touch my hand. Then extending for another side kick. Put it down. I would change sides. leg that's closest will be kicking. Hand that's farthest away is the one I want to bring my knee to. So load up, extend, pull back, extend again. 2 kicks on each leg, pulling it back to your hand so you get a good reload. It's common that when we ask students to do multiple kicks on one leg, that they might just kind of pop, pop. And that's not terrible, but if they can train a better reload, they'll have way better kicks. So one more time, I'm gonna load my knee up, extend, then pull my knee back to my hand. Boom, extend again. 2 good side kicks on each leg, 10 times total. I'll see you right back here. All right, guys, final round for our kicking on the tree is gonna be roundhouse kick. All right, now, here's the most common error with a roundhouse kick is that people don't turn their hip over before they kick. A lot of times I'll see students basically will load like a front kick and they'll kind of swing their foot kind of like a crescent kick that they'll learn later on in the more advanced tricks. So instead of loading here, I actually want to turn my body to the side so that my foot and knee are about the same height off the floor. I would point my knee at my target and then extend with the top of my foot. Boom. If I'm too far away, kind of like I was a moment ago, I'll just have my toe hitting. That is not a great habit because it hurts to hit things with your toes, right? You can do roundhouse kick with your shin, but for the tree, I think they'd be better off if they're striking basically with the top of their foot or the top of their shoe. Now, in between each of the 2 kicks, the challenge now is gonna be to try to pull the foot back so it touches their tushy, right? Or at least gets really close to it. So if I'm doing this one, I'm turned sideways, just like I was for side kick. I'm gonna pick up my leg that's closest, extend, pull back, extend. Change sides, pick up the leg that's closest. Again, my knee and my foot are level, extend, pull back. Oh, my balance. Extend, pull back, extend again. So 2 good round kicks on each leg, 10 times total, and we'll see you right back here. All right, guys, great job with the techniques today using the trees. And since the trees have given us so much today, I feel like it's only right for us to read The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. I do want to give a shout out to HarperCollins Publishing for giving us the express written consent to read these books and post them online. It is one of my absolute favorite books, especially as a child, and I'm really excited to share with you guys today. So we'll start with it. Once there was a tree. It was just a simple tree here. And she loved a little boy. Oh, you can just see his little foot there. And every day the boy would come. Oh, here he comes. You can see the tree. I think these are like the tree's arms reaching out to greet the boy, perhaps. And he would gather her leaves and make them into crowns and play king of the forest. Look at him with his little crown there, walking around. The tree looks pretty satisfied to give the boy this crown. Oh, he would climb up her trunk. He left his little shoes here. He's climbing on up, guys. And swing from her branches, hanging out right up there. And eat apples. I don't know about you, but I do love a good apple. Look, he must be up there somewhere munching because he's dropping these apple cores. And they would play hide and go seek. So we got the boy hiding behind the rocks. I think the trees found him here. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. Oh, so the tree would make a nice shady spot for the boy so he could take a little nap. And the boy loved the tree. Look. Oh, they're hugging each other. Very much. So he loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. Look, there's a little heart he drew on there. Me and T. T for tree. But time went by. Uh-oh. That boy's a little bigger. I think he's growing up. And the boy grew older. Now there's a second heart on the tree, so he's got the me and T for tree, and me and YL. I think YL is for young love. Me and a young love. And the tree was often alone. That's sad for the tree. Uh-oh. Then one day, the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb. Climb up my trunk and swing from my branches, and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." "I'm too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them into the city. Then you will have money, and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy. Look at all those apples. Tree must have been working pretty hard. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy, and she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I'm too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house, but you may cut off my branches and build a house, and then you will be happy." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. Here he goes with all those branches. And the tree was happy. The tree loved giving things to the boy. But the boy stayed away for a long time. And when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered, "come and play." "I am too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." Oh, the boy is very old now. And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. Cut down the tree. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. "I am sorry, boy," said the tree, "but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone, My teeth are too weak for apples, said the boy. My branches are gone, said the tree. You cannot swing on them. I am too old to swing on branches, said the boy. My trunk is gone, said the tree. You cannot climb. I am too tired to climb, said the boy. I'm sorry, sighed the tree. I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump. I'm sorry. I don't need very much now, said the boy. Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I'm very tired. Well, said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could. Well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down. Sit down and rest. And the boy did. Look at him now. He's getting a little older here. And the tree was happy. The end. Interesting story, right? About the boy in the tree. I think it's easy to be sad, but I think the number one thing that tree wanted was to give the boy everything that she could. And she did, right? Very cool story. Reminds me of how much, our people at home care for us, how much they sacrifice for us. So it's good for us to remember that and be glad when we have that giving tree. So good job in class today, guys. Have fun, keep training hard, and hopefully we'll get to see you in one of the camps later on in the week. Bye, guys.